You write your own poetry.
Yeah, I got a callus that's brick thick from writing. I said I have to put a Band-Aid. But you know, I don't. Everything is a learning experience.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go through something in order to get to something. You understand? And each time, I've been in the prison system 3 times. My first bid, I did 72 months. That's equivalent to 6 years, right?
Wow.
Yeah, well, from 94 to 2000. I was 18, I came home 24. Then I came home from that. I got caught up in Charlotte's Web again, thinking it's a joke, you understand? I went back in the prison system, I did 4 years, actually 41 months. 41. But courtesy the first time, I knew how to do the second one. You know, if my girlfriend didn't really have no staying power, I got away from her. I gave her her walking papers, I let her go. Before she made the decision herself. You know, you just learn certain things, and you know, I don't. A lot of character building. It sharpens your sword, though.
I see. You're not back in there now.
It sharpens. My level of appreciation is above average today. I won't touch. What? I'm not throwing a brick concerning anything. Hey, don't you know I went downtown dancing with my friends and them? Mm-hmm. It gives me solace. It's not even about the money. It's like going back to the essence of hip hop. Yeah. I love the fact that I can still do it. Mm-hmm. I've been dancing since I was 6, but since 1994 was a dark year for me. You know, the decision making. Yeah. The ripple effect, the aftershocks. Yeah, you still suffer the decision.
I want to talk about that. I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's okay today, go.
You said it was a dark time for you. Mm-hmm. I remember us having a specific conversation about when you did have your dark times, and not just your immediate family, but also another family being there for you in that time. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Hey, Steve and Betsy. Actually, it was Steve. I used to go to this after-school center called Reedland for inner-city kids. You know, give them something to do after school. Steve, he worked in the Chrysler building. He did advertisement, so he would come and volunteer. So you know, the kids. You know, out of all the kids, he took a liking to me. Really, because everybody else liked me though. I was a dancer. You know, I was a ball of energy. You know what I'm talking about? Dancer. Oh yeah. And I introduced him to. I asked him if he seen The Terminator. He didn't know what I was talking about. So when he seen the movie, it's still his favorite movie till the day. I lost touch with him for a while though. I lost touch with him. It was almost like 23 years.
Was Steve? Was he your adopted parent? Yeah. Actually, I used to go. They used to
send me to school, Wichita, Kansas, San Francisco, California. Okay. When we went to Maryland, they had to become my legal guardians because that's the capital, and they was more critical about me going to school, and that's when they became my legal guardians. They always played that role, though. You understand? I went to school there. I'll be back up in New York City for the summertime. You understand? Running in my circles, my criminal activity in and out of the prison system, I lost touch with him. Okay. Sometimes I would come home from prison and I see a postcard from Stephen. You know? Wow. And I never took the initiative to like reconnect with him. But this last bit here, I got a letter in the mail. My sister found him on Facebook, and I got a letter. It was a big manila envelope. And when I seen Stephen Betts, I said, oh my God. Like this is my, I don't know if those photos reflect, but we had, what?
So this was like your home away from home. These people took you in as their own when you weren't in New York, is what you're saying.
Sometimes they'll come and snatch me before I got too far gone. When the summer's over, I got to go back to school. So in the daytime, it was impeccable a lot of times. When I got off into my criminal activity, my decision making, especially when I reached 18, I lost touch with them. Okay. But we just reunited.
That's awesome.
Right, I had 60 days left. I spoke to my sister. She said, guess what? I said, what's up? She said, I spoke to Steve. I said, Tweety, what'd they say? My sister's name is Tweety. She said, yo, they say, where is he? I said, I know you ain't telling me I'm in the prison system. She said, tell me, I ain't got no time for that. It's been too long. They don't care about that. Betsy, she drove 17 hours to come to the prison system to see me. Wow. You know, the daughter, Cassie, she lived downtown. We have a great chemistry. I seen them 2 weeks ago. Yeah. You know, they still live in Vermont. You understand? It's great for all of us, though. Yeah. You know, Betsy came up there. They thought that I was dead. They thought, yes. They thought that I was dead. And she said she was afraid to find out. So she didn't try to reach me. Her and Steve, she'll ask, yo, how's Toby? How do you think? And Steve would say, you know,
who's Toby? Is that
I'm Toby. They call me Toby.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's my nickname, yo.
Okay. I thought it was Tirell White, but it's you go by Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now the guys who know me from school, they call me Toby.
Okay.
Yes. So, you know, when you see a throwback individual, a person who survived the trenches, you know, it's like you beat the statistics in a big way. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've already outlived a lot of my peers since my childhood years. So I'm only 38 years old, but in a big way though, I am so much older than 38.
You look great. I would have never thought you were 38.
Oh yeah. You know, prison preserved it.
I want to talk a little bit about how your adopted family, how they motivated you to continue in the arts when you lived with them, when you weren't in New York. I mean, did they motivate you to continue performing arts? Your singing, your dancing, your poetry?
They got some footage of me dancing in Boston. I was a puppy too. Ask for forgiveness. We just recently seen it. It's so nostalgic. It's so much of a throwback. You understand? Mm-hmm. They think I motivated them though. They should like how I imitated some of their friends. You got Biff, Brad, you know. What's ironic is that we used to go into certain places and you see two white folks with one little black kid. That's a lot of attention. It was attention grabbing. We walked into so many places and everything is stopped. They just wondered like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so
it's a little awkward.
It is awkward, but you develop a taste for it after a while, though. You know. Mm-hmm. They said I inspired them in a big way. And
you know what? Speaking of that, you actually inspire me. Let me tell you how. Because my brother has a very similar story like yours. He's still incarcerated right now, but he's also an artist. You're an artist, and now you're doing something with yourself. We were just talking the other day, and you were like, "I just came from the studio."
I just came from the studio again.
You are currently you're doing something with your craft. What are you doing? Are you singing? Are you rapping? What are you doing right now?
It consists of hip hop and R&B.
Okay.
So a lot of my hip hop songs, I'm singing R&B on the hook, on the chorus. Okay. I also do open mic poetry slams down in the New Eurekan in the Lower East Side.
I've never heard of it, but okay.
What? That's great. It's great. You gotta come.
Well, in our closing out, why don't you give us maybe like eight bars, 4 to 8 bars of what you're doing right now, of a piece of your poetry.
Piece of my poetry?
Yes.
All right. I got one that I'm excited about though.
Okay.
I wrote this when I was in the prison system. Actually, I was in a box. And sometimes you gotta motivate yourself. You gotta speak things into existence. You gotta say things that medicate the reality of things. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you gotta remind yourself who you are. All right? So you gotta say it. I put it together called I Am. All right? Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna kind of go into it a little bit.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right. Immaculate conception like the Son of Man. Meticulous like Mr. Span. I'm 1,000 grams of raw oil for Amsterdam. I am 100 grand wrapped up in a rubber band in the hand of a man with a master plan, fam. I'm an extortionist black hand, the lifespan of Noah Ark, a candle in the dark, spark life. I am the wisdom of Sun Tzu, the brain of an oracle, a scientist like I'm Yaku in a full moon. I am a typhoon, a runaway slave, a hurricane when it rains, the spirit of a goon, a magician like David Blaine, a letter written from the tombs, with the burner hub like Nat Turner, the patience of a hunter, a bum's hunger, starving in the gutter. See, I'm tougher because my life is rougher. A challenging thug, a white dove with dirt on the shoulders. I am a moving boulder, a rolling stone, bad to the bone, the king's throne. I am home of a soldier. The flow of Creflo's dollar, the mercury inside of a thermometer. A Merle Manny goat before the dope. A stranded man's hope. Deserted island, message in the bottle, hoping it float. One wing in the prayer. I'm Archie Bunker's chair, the farm's leather jacket. I'm Don King's hair. I'm John Wayne's ratchet. It's okay today.
Wait, is this what they do in like lyrical?
That's what they do, baby. We cracked the Vinci.
Wow.
I don't know if you know what that do for me, because you know it's the camaraderie. So many ethnic backgrounds and groups come together. Mm-hmm. Every nationality. I see people come from after work just to come and vent. That's their outlet. So you know, Then you do whatever you can do to survive and just keep a level head. And this means the world to people. You get consumed by it too, though. You do.
Let me tell you something. I sit here and I listen to your vocabularies and your metaphors, and you have to your mindset has to be on a certain level to even understand what you're saying. And I think that it's great. I think that it's awesome.
Thank you.
Your message is really deep.
It's okay today.
Thank you, Tirell.
Thank you for giving me 6 minutes of glory to tell my story. You understand?
You know, honestly, I really do believe that you are the epitome of an individual saying, look, you can go through anything. You can have a disastrous background. You can go through your ups and downs and still come out on top.
Oh, yeah.
And still do what it is that you love.
You better know.
And you held on to that.
Oh, yeah. It was my solace. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Thank you, love.
I appreciate it. It's okay today.
It's okay today.
CarlaStarla.